So, Dagger, wonderful weapon of edgelords and enemy lovers that actually does not have any good guides on YouTube. Instead of guides, you get a bunch of random cool videos with anime music of guys using this dagger very effectively, and then you try it yourself and you're garbage, you don't know what you're doing, and you die instantly. Your team hates you, and you question your validity of this weapon. Anyway, I'd like to make this short video, short guide for people who want to try dagger but never used it before. Dagger, really short range on attacks. There are two options: left click and right click. Right click backstabs, and there is a built-in auto step. So when you go for a step, we're going to have a little forward, but in my experience it's never enough, so it's always paired with a dash. Dash backstab is the most important attack on a dagger. It can be done from front, it can be done from back, it can be done from a short range, like this. I mean like this. Like this. And it can be done from a long range, like this. But the release timing will be different. So when we do it from a super short range, the release timing on dagger becomes almost instant. When we do it on long range, it becomes a bit late. It becomes a bit longer. So on this note, I would like to talk about the hitboxes of dagger. So when you go for a stab, we best not aim for the legs. We need to aim for the head and the chest general area, because this way we are going to have the most amount of range on our dagger. Also, it is bigger on the right side and smaller on the left side. Yay! So when we go for a stab, we need to pass our opponent on the right side instead on the left side. Yep. Well, it obviously works from both sides, but it's easier on the right side. So I recommend you do that. What constitutes as a backstab? So as you can probably tell, this is not a backstab. This is not a backstab, but is this a backstab? Yes, it is. So 150 degrees behind the target's camera is what is considered a backstab, and your position does not, your direction, your camera vector plays zero role in it. So you can be looking there and you'll still get a backstab. It used to be 180 degrees, but right now it's 150 because Bug thinks that Dagger is a really overpowered weapon and we should play it very successfully. So, dead zones right here and right here. Don't get caught on the dead zones. Our backstab deals 320 damage. It's a one shot for mediums and it's one shot from lights but it's not a one shot for heavies, so we need to prepare them to absolutely destroy them and ruin their day and make them complain already. So after that, I'd like to talk to you about the charge state. So we charge our dagger and we think, well, it's really slow and it sucks, we shouldn't be in this state often, but this state actually allows us to slide, and sometimes it's super important. So for example, there's a guy, we want to close the distance, we don't want to use our Q, and we use a little slide instead. Obviously we can charge, go for a dash and slide afterwards to make absolute maximum distance and stab them in the back. Our regular attacks now actually pack some decent damage. It's 75 after face stab, and 60 damage on our regular left click. So what that means to us is following. If we fail stab on a light, we can go for an attack and a elbow. If you fail stab on the medium, you should run away like 90% of the time, but on off chance you can't run away, you need to fight, you can just stab them 3 more times and it's gonna be enough. On a heavy, basically always run away, you cannot win heavies in a fair combat, you need to backstab them to destroy them. So, one more important note. There is currently a bug in the game. When we climb a ledge and we can move our camera and a player looks for one side or the another side, backstab area of the player model changes. So for example, we are climbing, we're looking on the left side and there is a sneaky light kind of behind you and wanna stab you in the back, and you look, you stab them but nothing happened, they're alive, so they turn around and kill you and you think, well, Mark thinks this, it's not fair. Well, it's not fair, but there is a logic behind it. So when the player looked to the left, their backstab area from the back, it changed to the right. So to get the backstab, you would have to stab them from this side instead of back. Same logic applies to ladders. So when you drop stab somebody on the ladder and they look to the side, the back is basically not backstabbable because they have an ability to move their camera in this state, and their play model does not change, does not reflect that. When we are just starting, it's really difficult to know the timing on when our Dagger is actually fully charged. You will have to learn it eventually, but when you're just starting, you can pay attention to this tiny little FOV change that actually never works, because in middle of combat you're gonna have sounds and everybody's shooting guns, and you're just not gonna notice it. It's not noticeable enough. And there is a tiny sound cue associated with it, but you're not gonna know. So what I did when I started, I was looking at the finger, if it makes a big L to you and reminds you you're a loser for playing Dagger, and the moment this index finger points up entirely, you're ready to stab somebody. Maybe it's L for your opponents, so like you show them L and backstab them and they're dead. Anyway, next tech. Absolutely necessary tech with Q. Probably most lights know this, but there are some people who don't. You can dash into launch pad and get a bunch of momentum and do a bunch of bunny hops from it and go for a stab afterwards. Very useful in Dagger. Recommend just using it basically always. The most common reason, in my opinion, stabs fail is because of collisions. So there are a bunch of random shit on the ground in finals, and when we dash into something, we collide with it, our velocity changes, our camera shakes like crazy, and the same goes for opponents. When we dash into them, we collide, velocity changes, etc, etc. So when we go for a stab, you need to cleanly pass them on the side and go for a stab, because when you get good and you learn timing of the release and go for like long stuff, for example, you know the timing by heart, yeah, but colliding with the shoulder of them, it can mess up your timing and you're not gonna get a stop. Especially it's noticeable on heavies because they have a large player model and it's really hard not to collide with them. So what we wanna do is pass them clean on the side and stop them. A few notes on the nature of this weapon. It's, in my opinion, in my experience, it best shines as a defensive weapon. So when you are in a position and you are getting attacked, you are getting pushed, it's really hard to trick stab somebody who is expecting you, who knows you're coming for them. It's really easy to backstab somebody who is not aware of you at all. And have fun with this weapon. It's a really difficult weapon. It's not weak by any means. I don't think it's weak, because we can delete heavies and psychologically scar them for a day. Yeah, basically have fun. I'll make more tutorials about more advanced stuff. Yeah, this is just like super basic for people who never touched it. I would like to make videos about matchups, about map specific things. I definitely want to make a video about trick steps, because in my opinion this is like the most fun part of Dagger. It's trick steps, it's using geometry levels to do something cool. Well, have a good day and have fun finals. Bye.